So, I was recently going down one of those classic internet rabbit holes, you know the kind, where you start by watching a video on how to perfectly cook a steak, and 3 hours later, you're watching a tutorial on how to build a log cabin using only a spoon. But this time, the algorithm gods blessed me with something truly incredible: the world of insect videos. And I'm not just talking about your standard nature documentary stuff, I'm talking about the craziest, most mind-blowing clips people have captured on their phones. We're going to see everything from beetles that look like they're painting masterpieces to insane slow-motion shots that reveal secrets our eyes just can't catch on their own. It's a side of the insect kingdom you've never seen before, full of unexpected drama, incredible teamwork, and just plain weirdness. I spent literally days curating the absolute best of the best for you, the videos that made me go, no way, that's real? We're going to dive into the science behind some of it, but mostly, we're just going to marvel at how bizarre and amazing these little creatures are. Seriously, after watching this, you might think twice before swatting that fly. Or, you might be even more committed to it, I haven't decided yet. Either way, it's going to be a wild ride. This is the kind of stuff that reminds you there's a whole other universe happening right under our noses. Or, in this first case, right on our kitchen counter. The sheer scale of some of these insect societies is just staggering, and the things they can accomplish when they work together will absolutely blow your mind. It's like watching a tiny, six-legged civilization in fast forward. I promise you're about to see some things you won't be able to unsee. Anyways, our first video is this. Okay, so picture this. You bake a beautiful, delicious cheesecake. You leave it on the counter to cool, maybe you step away for just a minute to answer the door or check your phone. You come back, and you're met with this absolute nightmare scenario. This isn't just a few ants finding a crumb, this is a full-scale invasion. It's like an organized army has descended upon your dessert. Look at the sheer number of them. They have formed a living, moving carpet over the entire surface, and they are not messing around. This is a 5-star all-you-can-eat buffet for them, and they've called in the entire family. You can literally see them carving out chunks and carrying them away. The speed at which they operate is what's so shocking. It's not a slow and steady process, it's a frenzy. They are decimating this thing. It's a powerful lesson in why you should never, ever leave food out, especially something sugary. Ants have an incredible sense of smell, and once one scout finds a jackpot like this, it lays down a pheromone trail. It's basically a chemical, come and get it, sign for the entire colony, and as you can see, the message was received loud and clear. What's even crazier is watching them work together. You can see lines of ants carrying pieces much larger than themselves back to the nest. It's a logistical masterpiece of chaos. They're like a tiny, terrifyingly efficient demolition crew. You can almost hear them coordinating. All right, Jerry, you take the left flank, Steve, you start on the crust. The cheesecake never stood a chance. It went from a delicious dessert to an ant metropolis in what looks like a matter of minutes. Let this be a warning to all of us. The ants are always watching, always waiting. Alright, this next one is just hilarious. We've all heard the term iPad kids, right? The toddlers who are glued to a screen, swiping and tapping away. Well, get ready for iPad mantises. This person has a couple of pet praying mantises and they're showing them a video of butterflies on a phone screen. And the mantises are completely falling for it. Look at this one, it's in full hunting mode, tracking the digital butterfly across the screen, getting ready to strike. The focus and determination are just incredible. Its head swivels, its body tenses up. And then, bam! It strikes the screen with lightning speed. You can hear the little tink as its raptorial forelegs hit the glass. The poor thing must be so confused. It's like, I know I caught it. I felt it. Why isn't it in my grasp and why does it taste like glass? But what's amazing is that it doesn't give up. It just resets and goes for it again and again. It's a level of persistence you have to admire. It sees prey, and every instinct in its tiny brain is screaming attack. The digital nature of the prey is a concept it just can't grasp. It's just so funny to see this apex predator, this master of ambush, get so completely bamboozled by a simple screen. And it's not just mantises. People do this with other animals too. There are videos of iPad frogs trying to catch digital flies with their tongues, smacking the screen over and over. It's a perfect example of instinct versus technology. These creatures are hardwired for a natural world, and our digital world just breaks their brains in the most amusing way possible. I wonder if they get screen time limits too. Now, we've seen ants display incredible teamwork for food, but this next clip takes it to a whole new level: warfare. What you're watching is an army of ants attacking a wasp nest, and they're not just climbing the wall to get to it. No, that would be too simple. They are building a living, moving bridge out of their own bodies to raid the nest from above. Look at that. They link leg to leg, creating a stable, suspended pathway through the air. This is some next-level special forces type strategy right here. The sheer engineering of it is mind-boggling. Each ant becomes a building block, a single pixel in a much larger, horrifying picture. They are sacrificing their individual mobility for the good of the colony, creating a superhighway for their soldier brethren to march across and invade. You can see the wasps are totally overwhelmed. They're trying to defend their home, but the ants just keep coming. A relentless, flowing river of death pouring down from the bridge they constructed. It's both magnificent and terrifying to watch. But here's the question that really gets me, and you can see it from the camera angle here. The nest is attached to the ceiling. So, couldn't they have just walked across the ceiling to get to it? Was the bridge really necessary? It feels like they did this just to show off. Like the ant general was like, "Listen up, troops. We could take the easy route, but where's the glory in that? We're building a bridge. It'll look cooler for the documentary." Necessary or not, you cannot deny the incredible, awe-inspiring power of their collective intelligence. Okay, from massive armies to a single giant individual, this is the Hercules beetle, one of the largest beetles in the world. And what you're seeing here isn't even the final form. This is its grub stage. Look at the size of that thing. It looks like something out of a sci-fi movie. It's pale, squishy, and absolutely massive, dwarfing the person's hand. It spends years of its life like this, just eating and growing, getting ready for one of the most incredible transformations in the animal kingdom. And here's the result of that transformation. After pupating, it emerges as this magnificent armored giant. The male Hercules beetle is famous for that incredible horn, which it uses to fight other males for territory and mates. It looks like a miniature rhinoceros. The sheer size and weight of it are impressive enough, but the real magic happens when it decides to fly. People don't often think of beetles this big as being capable of flight, but they absolutely are. And the sound it makes is just wild. It's not a delicate buzz like a bee. It's a deep, loud, mechanical whirring sound. Seriously, listen to this. It sounds like a tiny helicopter or a drone getting ready for takeoff. The effort it takes for this heavy armored creature to get airborne is immense. You can see its wing covers, the elytra, lift up, and the flight wings underneath start beating furiously. It's a bit clumsy, a bit loud, but it gets the job done. It's a flying tank, a testament to the sheer power and diversity of the insect world. An absolute unit. Alright, for this next one, I have to give a warning to anyone who is not a fan of creepy crawlies. If you get squeamish, you might want to look away, because this guy is my hero, and also maybe a little bit insane. He just calmly lets some of the most amazing and, let's be honest, terrifying looking insects crawl all over his hand and face. First up, we have this incredible collection on his hand. There's a variety of beetles, stick insects, and other bugs, all just chilling out together. The colors and shapes are like living jewels, but then he takes it up a notch. He starts putting them on his face, and some of these are not the friendly-looking kind. Look at that one with the massive pincers near his eye. My brain is screaming "Nope!" on a continuous loop right now. It takes a special kind of calm and trust to do this. One wrong move, one sudden flinch, and that could go very badly. He's like a Zen master of the insect world, completely at peace with these creatures that would make most people run screaming from the room. And then, for the grand finale, this, a giant Atlas moth, one of the largest moths in the world, just resting peacefully on his face. Its wingspan is huge, covering most of his features. It's strangely beautiful and serene, a stark contrast to the creepy crawly vibe from before. The intricate patterns on its wings are like a work of art. This guy has a deeper connection with these creatures than most of us will ever have. He's like a real-life Disney princess, but for bugs. I'm in awe, and also really glad it's him and not me. We've seen insects as architects and warriors, but let's not forget their primary role in nature: predators, and the praying mantis is one of the most efficient and ruthless predators out there. In this clip, we see a mantis that has caught a locust, and this isn't just a small snack. The locust is absolutely massive, almost as big as the mantis itself. You'd think this would be a struggle, a long drawn-out fight, but you would be wrong. The mantis is in complete control. It starts, as they often do, with the head. It just calmly begins to eat the locust's face while it's still alive and struggling. It's brutal, but incredibly effective. By incapacitating the head, it neutralizes the prey quickly. Then, it just... It works its way down the locust's body methodically, like someone eating corn on the cob. The sheer endurance is what's so impressive to me. This isn't a quick bite. This is a full-course meal that probably takes hours to finish. Look at the aftermath. All that's left of that huge locust is the wings and some legs. The mantis has consumed almost the entire thing. Its abdomen is visibly swollen, packed full of nutrients from its massive meal. This single meal could probably sustain the mantis for days, or even weeks. It's a graphic but fascinating look at the food chain in action. The mantis is a perfectly designed eating machine, and this video is a testament to its incredible and slightly horrifying appetite. Nature is metal. We're going back to ants, but this time it's the leafcutter ants, and they are the master farmers of the insect world. This time-lapse is just mesmerizing. It shows a colony at work and it looks like a bustling green highway. Hundreds, even thousands of ants are marching in perfect lines, each carrying a piece of leaf that looks way too big for it. They look like a fleet of tiny sailboats gliding across the forest floor. The sheer scale of the operation is what gets me. It's a 24/7, non-stop production line. What's so cool is that they aren't actually eating these leaves. They are carrying them back to their massive underground nests to feed to a special fungus that they cultivate. They are fungus farmers. The fungus breaks down the leaves, and the ants then eat the fungus. It's one of the most complex symbiotic relationships in nature. They've been practicing agriculture for millions of years longer than humans have. They're true pioneers of farming, and their system is incredibly efficient. And when you see a close-up, it's even more amazing. Look at their mandibles. They work like a perfect pair of tiny, razor-sharp scissors, slicing through the leaf with precision. Then they hoist the piece over their head and join the procession. You can also see some of the smaller ants, called minims, often riding on top of the leaves. Scientists believe they are there to protect the larger ants from parasitic flies that try to lay eggs on them. It's a complete, multi-layered system of teamwork, agriculture, and defense. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, so most of us have seen ants marching around, but very few of us have seen this, the nuptial flight. This is when a new queen ant and the male ants, or drones, leave the nest to mate, and the first thing you notice is the incredible size difference. Look at this queen. She is an absolute giant compared to the males. She's built like a tank, designed for a long life of laying millions of eggs. The males, on the other hand, are small, winged, and have basically one purpose in life. And that purpose is what you're seeing right here. As the queen prepares for her one and only mating flight, she is swarmed by multiple males. They are all clinging to her, frantically trying to mate. It looks chaotic and honestly, a little bit desperate on their part. For the males, this is their one shot at passing on their genes. After they mate, their life's purpose is fulfilled, and they will die shortly after. It's a pretty raw deal for them, but that's how the colony cycle works. The most humorous part of this whole ordeal is watching the queen try to take off. She's trying to get airborne for her flight, but she has all these males clinging to her like a ball and chain. You can see her wings beating. She's trying to get lift, but she's just too weighed down. It's like trying to run a marathon while giving 3 people a piggyback ride. Eventually, she'll succeed, mate with several males in the air, and then land to shed her wings and start a brand new colony all by herself. It's a tough start to her reign. Okay, this next one is a bit of a personal story, and I know what you're going to say, but hear me out. For a science project back in the day, I decided to keep pet bed bugs. Yes, you heard me right. I found some, put them in a sealed container, and my goal was to observe their life cycle. And to do that, I had to feed them, and since they eat blood, that meant I had to feed them myself. I would tape the container to my leg and just let them have at it. It was for science, and it was honestly fascinating to watch them go from tiny and flat to big, round, and red after a meal. The whole experiment was going great. I was taking notes, watching them molt and grow, and it was all contained and safe. I had my little bedbug farm, and I was learning a ton. They're actually pretty interesting creatures when they're not, infesting your mattress and causing you psychological trauma. I was in my own little scientific bubble, completely engrossed in the project. The bites didn't even itch that much after a while. I felt like I was on the verge of some great discovery. Then one day my mom came into my room and asked what the container taped to my leg was. I, being a proud and naive young scientist, enthusiastically explained, "It's my pet bed bug colony, Mom. I'm feeding them." The look on her face was a mixture of horror, confusion, and a level of maternal rage I had not previously known was possible. Needless to say, the experiment was terminated immediately. My pet bedbugs were unceremoniously disposed of, and I was given a very long lecture about the definition of a pet. So, a word of advice: don't keep pet bedbugs. Your mom will not approve. We're going to end with 2 clips that show the hidden world of insects, things happening on a scale we can't normally see. First, look at this incredible microscopic footage. This is the stinger of an ant, and it is piercing a thin layer of wax paper, meant to simulate skin. You can see the stinger, which is unbelievably sharp, slide in with ease. And then, you see it. A tiny droplet of venom is injected. It's a powerful reminder of the complex chemical warfare these creatures carry with them at all times. What's really mind-blowing is the scale. The narrator of this original clip mentions that the stinger is about 1/100th the thickness of a single human hair. It's a perfectly engineered biological hypodermic needle. To be able to see it in action like this, to watch the venom pulse out, is just incredible. It's one thing to get stung by an ant and feel the burn, but it's another thing entirely to see the microscopic mechanism that causes it. It gives you a whole new level of respect, and maybe fear, for that tiny insect. And for our final bit of weirdness, we have Mexican jumping beans. They look like little seeds or pebbles, but they twitch and jump around all on their own. It seems like magic, but it's not. It's insects. Inside each bean is the larva of a small moth. The larva has attached itself to the inside of the bean with silk threads. When the bean gets warm, say, from being in your hand, the larva inside starts to twitch and move around frantically, which makes the whole bean jump. It's their way of trying to move the bean to a cooler, shadier spot to avoid drying out. It's a built-in, self-preservation escape mechanism. So it's not a jumping bean, it's a larva in a bean that wants to cool down. Not as catchy, I'll admit. So, there you have it. From cheesecake heists and wasp warfare to helicopter beetles and pet bedbugs, the insect world is way crazier, smarter, and more bizarre than I ever imagined. These clips are just the tip of the iceberg. There's a whole universe of drama and spectacle happening all around us, all the time, on a miniature scale. It really makes you appreciate the complexity of life and the incredible ways these creatures have adapted to survive and thrive. It's a reminder that there's always something new to discover, sometimes in the most unlikely of places, like a YouTube rabbit hole. I hope this gave you a new perspective on the little critters we share the planet with. Maybe next time you see an ant, you won't just see a pest, but a tiny engineer, a soldier, or a farmer, part of a massive and complex society. Or maybe you'll just make sure your cheesecake is properly sealed, which is also a valid takeaway. Either way, I think we can all agree that insects are pretty incredible, and watching a mantis get confused by an iPhone is just peak internet content. Thanks so much for coming on this weird insect adventure with me. If you enjoyed watching these mind-blowing clips, and want to see more deep dives into the weird and wonderful side of our world, make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel out. And for more videos like this one, you can click one of the videos on the screen and, subscribe too. It's the best way to make sure you don't miss our next adventure. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.